Hey guys, welcome back to the True Gamer. My name is Brendan, and today I'm going to be bringing you a special second video for the week because Apple has done the crazy of the crazy. So let's get started then. So our topics for today, it's going to be all Apple related because Tim Cook has announced so many things at once, and it is a little overwhelming because so many things are going to be coming out all at once. So we're going to be getting started with the very first item. This is the iPhone X. So the iPhone X was announced on September 12th, 2017, which was, as of this video creating, was yesterday. So I wanted to do this video. So the iPhone X is crazy. It's nuts. Its starting price will be around $1,000. That's right, $1,000 for a phone. Ladies and gentlemen, Apple did it. Apple did it first. Of course they did. But nonetheless, I don't think $1,000 is really worth a phone. Like, you can buy a pretty good laptop or like a desktop with that kind of money, and I'm not sure what Tim Cook is thinking. I mean, $1,000. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the specs on this phone is insane. So here are the two phones we have here. So these are currently the two rumored colors that you can buy them in. You have the silver and the space gray, the very popular space gray. I love space gray myself. I do not have an iPhone, but I love that color. It'll come with two different sizes. It will be in a 64 gig or a 256 gig phone. And let's see, it will weigh, we have a 5.8 inch display. Of course, a Super Retina HD, a 2436 by 1125 resolution at, and a 1,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio. So that's pretty good. It's not bad at all. We got 3D touch, 625 nits, which is extremely bright for those of you who did not know those units. Fingerprint resistant coding, support for display in multiple languages. And the most interesting part about the iPhone is that they have officially gotten rid of that dang home button. After so many years, they finally got rid of it. Not sure why. I think it's to account for their new face cam, or their new Face ID program, and it's supposed to be different. I'm not 100% sure about that, about the Face ID. I will be linking the official release video down in the description below. And continuing, we have a IP67 rated, water resistant, which is not bad. IP67 resistant. Let's see. I believe IP67 resistant is pretty good. It'll go up to, 1.5 meters for 30 minutes in water, which is not bad. Could be better, but could be better for the price at least. 12 megapixel wide angle camera, and I'm not sure for the front facing camera what the front facing camera is. Panorama up to 63 megapixels. And a bunch of course, features for the camera. It features a A11 Bionic chip with a 64-bit architecture, so it'll be a very, very, very fast phone. Video recording, pretty good. It can handle 4K video recording at 30 FPS or 60 FPS, and you can also do 1080p, of course, or 720. Not that you would go for a 720p if you were offered 1080p or 4K, but you never know. Image stabilization, quad LED, true tone flash, blah blah blah, slow mo, 1080p at 20 FPS or 240 FPS, which is pretty good. 8 megapixel still photos while recording 4K video, playback zoom. Yeah, so there's a pretty good stuff. True depth camera, and I think this is the front facing camera, so a 7 megapixel camera. That's quite low. I believe the OnePlus 5 is a $479 phone, and it has a 13 megapixel front face. Don't quote me on that. Let me check real quick. Oh, 16 megapixels. The rear and the front-facing camera are both 16 megapixels. It's for the OnePlus 5. But today's is not on the OnePlus 5. It's on the iPhone X and the iPhone 8. So of course, the iPhone X will be available on AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, and Virgin, which is only available in the store. And for iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus, they are pretty much the same specs, I would say. Yeah, 625 nits. It's just the resolution's a little bit smaller. I believe the iPhone 8 is quite a bit smaller. It is a 4.7-inch display, and the iPhone 8 Plus is a 5.5-inch display. So a little small for. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let me check the iPhone 8. Pricing. So the iPhone 8 Plus is $799 for the 64 gigabyte, and then $949. So what? Why are they so expensive? Might as well get an iPhone X at that point, unless the iPhone X is like $1,100. From what I've heard, at least. But the iPhone X and the iPhone 8, I think this is a really ballsy move by Tim Cook, because $1,000 for a phone is way too much. I mean, a phone is made for a phone, but like, please, folks, this video was made this is for my opinions. I'm sorry if I offend you in any way, but these are my opinions, and you can criticize them in any way you want. I don't mind. But I think $1,000 is quite expensive for a phone, because one, a phone should not be the same price as a computer, because they do not have the same like features and compatibility if you compare them like side to side. Like, you could get like a 1050 Ti like i7 7700 like HQ laptop with $1,100. Like, honestly, like, you guys can go check that out in the link in the description. I'll link the Asus VivoBook. That's a future laptop I am thinking about buying. It's a really good spec laptop, so go ahead and check that out in the description below. And it's honestly not worth the price point. I mean, $1,000 for a phone. It just doesn't click with me, you know. I mean, if it clicks with you, that's okay, you know. But I really think iPhones or Tim Cook should really lower the price, for sure. But on to the next topic then. So after they announced the iPhone X, they threw another ball at us and announced the Apple Series 3 watches. And the Series 3 watch will be completely different than the other Apple watches, because this Apple Watch, you can actually connect with your carrier and you can call from it. So you don't actually have to take out your $1,000 iPhone X to use to call, and it's just strange. But so the iPhone X, or not the iPhone, the iPhone X, not the iPhone X, the Apple Series Watch 3 will come in. These new ones will be, of course, starting at those prices right there. The Series 1 at $249, the Series 3 at $329, and then the one that you can use with the cellular is $399. And the Series 3 with the GPS and the cellular, I forgot to mention both Series 3 does have GPS enabled. And so let's see, the cheaper Series 3, the 329, will have a 8 gigabyte capacity with like Siri and like the new Lightning connectivity and second generation OLED screen with a and it's also waterproof. The Series 1 is not waterproof, it is water resistant. There's a big difference, guys. Let's see, and then for the more expensive 399 one, you'll get a 16 gigabyte capacity with all those other features as well. And let's see, for the Apple Series Watch with the cellular, if you're connected with your mobile, with your services or with your carrier service, it will cost you an additional $10 a month. Not sure why, but you know, AT&T and T-Mobile and Verizon, they're all doing that. So you're probably gonna get around like $5 to $10 a month, depending on which carrier you choose. So all these items will be released. Oh yes, I forgot to mention the iPhone X will be released sometime in October, I believe. Yes, October 27th, and then they will start delivering these iPhone X's and at around November 3rd, and you can get the 64 gig or 256 gig, like I said, for around $1,000. And then the same thing with the iPhone 8, around $900 to or $799 to $900, and they'll start. I believe they'll start releasing those around the same time. The Apple Series 3 watch the pre-orders will be beginning around September 15th, so that is actually right around the corner, and then they will be available on September 22nd, which is pretty soon. Let's see. And while all this crazy things are happening, the next topic on our hand is the iPad Pro. So, Apple tried their best to try to hide that the fact that they increased the price of their iPad Pro. Nice try, Apple, but people can see when there's a pretty like dramatic like change in prices. I mean, like, seriously, nice try. But so after after the excitement of the $1,000 phone and the new cellular watch, we have the iPad Pro raising or Apple raising the iPad Pro price by $50, an additional $50. So both models, the 256 gigabyte and the 512 gigabyte iPad Pro models, have been increased, and so they're now they have both went from so the first one, it went from $749 to $749 to $949, and then $799 to $999. So they're getting pretty expensive. Like, almost, so you can buy an iPad Pro like with the same, like, that money with the same kind of, like, with the iPhone X. I mean, I know there's different uses for them, but like, they shouldn't be worth the same, you know? I mean, it's just strange. Let's see. But yeah, like, the iPad Pro is getting more expensive. It could be because of lack of NAND flashes. NAND flash storage, I mean, because like the prices for NAND memory has increased over the times, but that shouldn't have accounted for Apple's dramatic increase in, like, or increasing, like, the iPad Pro by $50. Like, what? What, I could have used that for, like, anybody could use those $50 for something else, you know? But yeah. And on with the next topic. Enough negativity for Apple for today. So we're gonna be talking about next is the Apple TV. So the Apple TV was also released a couple days ago, or the announcement was released a couple days ago, I believe. Either I don't know. All I know is it was recent, but the Apple TV this guy will now be able to play will be the 4K version of the Apple TV, and it will cost you around $179 for the 32 gigabyte, and then $199 for the 64 gigabyte version, which is not bad for a streaming device, but or 4K streaming device actually. And finally, Apple has taken the right step in terms of pricing, because this Apple 4K TV will be offering 4K content for just $15 to $20. Like that's a really good deal. Like 4K content. Let's see. And while other streaming devices will be are offering 4K content for $25 to $30, which is practically a regular movie price. So this will be a good step for Apple. At least they'll be selling these. And I don't know about those iPhone X's. If you guys buy an iPhone X's, please tell me in the comments down below, why are you buying the iPhone X for $1,000? Like, it's a phone. Like, I have this like crappy phone right now, but you know, I can deal with it. And then eventually I'll buy like a new phone later, like a OnePlus 5, because at least a OnePlus 5 is around $479, and that's not so bad. It's got great specs and all, and enough about that, because this is a Apple video. But yeah, so all the bunch of movies, $15 to $20. This will be a great price for 4K content. So I guess that is it for today. That is all the topics I have for today. If you guys like this special Apple video brought to you by me and some other websites, thank you to The Verge, TechCrunch, and some other websites that I've used to gather some information. If you guys like this video, hit that subscribe button below, as well as the like button, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.